just infinite content forever? Help! Help!
I don't want to say help because I actually think that...
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I actually think that it's fantastic, the amount of content. It's a little bit like, here I am trying to play 10.1.5, and then Blizzard go, sorry, were you enjoying that? Actually, it's 10.1.7 now for you to play, because, you know, we're doing PTR,
That's
stuff
great.
like that.
Instant server boots you out. You have a new blue post to read. It's very useful.
That's exactly it. It's to distract us from the fact we can't actually do anything with that. With the actual gameplay, because time rifts are busted in the server, and cross-realm trading's not there, so I have a lot of gold trapped in another realm. Still, wild, crazy stuff. And also, Night Elf Heritage Quest. Please be good.
I do like how you get to go full Second Amendment in the time rifts. You just gotta pull out the lightning gun, let's go. Repeating fucking dude, let's go. Railgun, let's go. My character's just sitting there mowing motherfuckers down.
It's pretty cool, actually.
I want an upgrade that's just like bump stock. Boom! Double your fire rate, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too spicy.
Think you're getting a little bit... the Activision already have Call of Duty for you, okay?
You
can leave your guns over there. Unless
maybe
you're
I'm saying that this Great Glorious Alliance versus Blood Horde is... just kind of ridiculous, and that makes it fun. I don't know, yeah, the new guns are cool. Even just going around with like the fucking shotgun thing, but it was really the lightning gun that was the best.
It was
because
fantastic,
the lightning gun lets you tag so many more mobs, which gets you so much more Soradormi, rep, and power colossal fragments.
Yep.
So that's it. The lesson, everybody, is use your guns and you'll be able to farm experience faster. And get more power colossal fragments from your enemies.
So what you're saying is...
In Minecraft.
What you're saying is you should reroll Hunter and just spam multi-shot and barrage?
Clearly. You understand that, YouTube moderators. So there really is a lot to talk about today. I mean, there's all the stuff about the current patch. Yeah. I'm playing a new character, which has actually been really fun.
So you have.
The new patch is all looking pretty fantastic. And rather amazingly, I think I've actually got this, I've got this stream limited. No, look at that. Yesterday's stream, limited monetization. Or last week's.
Interesting. I wonder why that is.
What words did we say?
We said a lot of words. Maybe because we were talking about Fanny Whiskers.
Could have been Fanny Whiskers.
Yeah.
There goes this one. Oh,
damn. Well.
Yeah. I forgot about Fanny Whiskers.
I don't know.
Thank you, Y1NJ, for the... oh my god, dude, for the 23-month. Whoa! Over 23 months.
That's a lot. Oh dear.
We've been streaming for a long time.
We've been streaming for almost 2.5 years now.
Holy shit.
It was February or March of 2020, 2 years ago. I forget what day.
Yeah, it was from BlizzConline.
BlizzConline,
yeah. BlizzConline.
Yeah. Sorry, Griffin, I just accidentally deleted your message. I didn't mean to, but the YouTube UI is terrible. My apologies. And yes, look, this stream doc is 24-hour stream, not literally, but there is just a crazy amount of stuff for us to talk through because 10.1.7 PTR went up last night, and I was up until 4 a.m. watching all the data mining, trying stuff on the server, see what happened, and then writing the news, and then actually got a full night's sleep, which is missing.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah.
I went to bed at a normal time. Wow, it was like a bit past 1 because I had to wait for clothes to be out of the washing machine. And then my body woke me up at 5 a.m. Then it woke me up at 6:30. And then it woke me up at 10:30, in which I'm like, oh god, I feel horrible. Let me open up Discord and tell the boys I'll be in to do recordings in 20 minutes. And then I immediately fell asleep for another hour. Like, no!
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, it's hell. But it's fine. I blame Ian Anticosis and Steve Jr. It's their fault. I imagine none of them had anything to do with time rifts.
No, I imagine not.
Yeah, I did stay up a little bit extra and play one time rift because I was like, well, I've got to wait 10 minutes for the washing machine. Why not sneak in a time rift?
Yeah, because I did see someone at the start of the stream say, give us 20-minute time rifts, or like one every 20 minutes or so. And yep. But what actually worked for us last night was because it was me, you, and John on Discord just talking and I had a load of shite. Whenever the time rifts happened, we'd then like spend the next 40 minutes just talking a load of shite. And then we're like, it's up in like 15 minutes. Might as well wait for it to come up again. And we accidentally kind of had this whole system kind of work, which is interesting, even though it is pretty stupid. And interestingly enough, they've not as solid for time rift, which I'm sure they'll hear that feedback and maybe do something. Once they stop the time rifts from collapsing the servers consistently or destroying the instances that they're loading into, but having those every like 20 minutes.
That's it. Stop edging me. Let me grind.
Yeah.
I want to grind dudes.
So I imagine they'll solve that because 10.1.7 has dream surges. And you immediately look and go, well, how do these work? And they're just like, every half hour, a big thing happens. So and also, there's loads of small things to do in between the big things. And you're like, ah!
I think I almost gave you a fucking wobbly little aneurysm where it was last night where I said, you know, wouldn't it be great if there was like, you know, some rares and treasures and daily quests?
Yeah, I nearly exploded.
You nearly exploded. Now, the bit that he didn't get was that I meant in between the time rifts.
Yeah.
But basically some sort of obsidian loopy thing. What's it called? Obsidian
Citadel.
The
key grinding.
And if there was some sort of like grindy shit you could do in between them, then it would feel like you could just keep on being there. Which you know, that would have been
mute your phone.
Yeah, I've just muted it now. That would have been good. But alas, no. There is one thing that's like a little bit, you know, as soon as you mentioned the dream surge, that kind of was a bit tragic to me. We get 402 gear from this.
From the time rifts, yes.
Dream surge. 415 gear.
Yeah.
Time wouldn't come out. 8 weeks from now. Now, what does that mean? Well, once again, it's like, Blizzard, you keep on making a thing and then superseding it in like 3 minutes. I wish, because I did have this like good time, right? Where I was on my paladin and I did my first time rift. Then I'm like, what do I do? Wait. Researchers under fire. Then I go and I did researchers under fire. Then I'm like, shit, what do I do? Oh, a hand in aiding the Accord. Oh, what do I do now? And there was like some other event for me to do. But then as soon as those stopped, it was just like, I could go down to Zarlek Cavern and kill shit, or I could wait in the next time rift. That's that. I wish there was a way that Blizzard kept more of these things actually evergreen throughout the expansion. So,
well, I'll actually say time rift do that by virtue of being clearly primarily for the cosmetics. And I think that's like
that bit's good, yes.
Yeah, I think that's like the notable thing here where I noticed this pretty much handy where the time rifts clearly are focused on cosmetics. Then you look at the dream surges and maybe there's stuff they'll add in the like future PTR builds, but at the minute it seems kind of like the Forbidden Reach was, where it's primarily focused on the catch-up gear, not on a bunch of cosmetics. Maybe that gear will have a unique appearance, so it's kind of you want to get it for that as well. But it immediately appeared to me like, oh, time rifts are you're going to spend until 10.2 or even after doing these for the cosmetics, but the dream surges will be like the gameplay. So basically the appearance versus gameplay kind of split of here's your in-game activity. I feel like that's kind of what they were intending with that.
Yeah.
So I can imagine that being like the ultimate goal there, and that'll probably be how it works for players, especially when it comes to time rifts being in this one area fixed forever. But then the dream surges will swap which zone they're in every week. And then they also give 25% bonus XP in that zone for the entire week. And then there's a buff that comes up. Kind of dream surges, basically a zone-wide buff comes up every 30 minutes. And players pick which one they want. Like communally via donating resources that are useless for anything else that you get from like doing the content. And there's one of those buffs is a 50% XP and rep buff for that zone. Which means you could have like 75% extra XP in a zone, which is going to be crazy for gameplay.
That's going to be sick.
Sure is.
Yeah, because even like when the 50% XP was up, it was just like taking my paladin through the Waking Shores. It was like, this is great. And it does make you wonder, right? Because like where I then spark off that, it feels a bit weird when you're really enjoying this like leveling stuff on an alt, but you've kind of done it before and you feel like, you know, it's like you're getting this weird accelerated version of it on your alt. I guess I keep on wondering about like an account level or just any of that infinite leveling stuff we were talking about in the past, where that like big... Okay, so it ends up being a sort of dark, nasty thing in Overwatch, because Overwatch is framed as a battle pass. But in Overwatch 2, right, the way that they're making their temporary events exciting to people is just saying, and this event comes with 50,000 Battle Pass XP. Now, to an Overwatch player, they're like, sick, I can get through the Battle Pass levels a bit quicker. And then that kind of does feel rough because it's obviously all rooted in it being a free-to-play game with all that that comes with. But I think that core idea, actually, like if WoW had mastery points like Guild Wars had, or any of that stuff for leveling up, and you were just get a big surge of XP, That would feel really good.
Yeah, I think that's the part they really have to crack is, like exactly Strickland says, Blizzard needs to put useful things in each patch that are always useful within the expansion. And that's like the one thing they haven't been able to crack, because cosmetics and appearances are kind of globally useful, which is fine and all, but they also kind of don't matter if you don't want more of them, because the amount you have doesn't matter unless you're going for achievements. So you're like, it's just stuff. It's just stuff. As opposed to a unified thing that goes, oh, this feels really good to actually get. Which I don't know what form that would take. We talked about it at length for, I think, a couple of weeks in a row now because the reward issue is clearly so obvious. But it is fundamentally, can you get a Paragon levels that's all about rep and experience and your place in the world of Warcraft via like prestige and things like that. That's kind of one of the problems like they could solve with that, is having the framework in which to constantly make content feel relevant and useful, as opposed to driving their artists to the brink of insanity by having 20 billion amazing gear sets every patch, which...
Not complaining. Looks good.
Yeah, for sure. Some of the stuff that we're going to show you on stream today is, like, it's not even finished. It's not even kind of there. It's still absolutely beautiful. It's insane, like...
Yeah, fucking buckle up.
Mm-hmm.